Hello, it's Backfreeze again. Um, a lot of the stuff I talked about last week is probably not going to come to pass exactly as we thought it was going to be. Um, so this week, I'm going to be explaining a little bit of how that's going to work, how the different changes that Mojang's been talking about is going to affect us personally, and all that. And we'll be here at Havoc Storm's place. I believe he's home at the moment. But yeah, there's bunch be around one of those in ages. There's going to be a lot of different little changes. One of the biggest ones is how we're going to be running the server with charging for hours. Yeah, we're going to unfortunately be charging for hours. It's not going to be too expensive. But yeah, we're going to have to basically make it so that you'll be paying, I think it's going to be about $1 for 50 hours. Now these hours aren't going to all be used up the minute you buy them kind of thing. So it's going to be only the time you're online if we can do it that way, which we're really hoping. So if you buy 50 hours, those 50 hours will only be counting down when you're online. At least that's what we're hoping for at this moment. If we can't, we'll let you know, but that's what we're aiming for. If you can find a plugin that helps us with that specific part too, let us know. That would be good. Give you a little bounty for that. But yeah, that's the idea that we're headed towards. Now, Iron, when you buy up into Iron, you're going to receive 500 hours for Iron, 1,000 for Gold, and 2,000 for Platinum. So if you've already got one of those ranks, that's how many hours you're going to be receiving for playtime. Once you have a rank, if you didn't have one already, you will be receiving 100 hours. For nothing, just being on the server, you receive 100 hours. Then when you buy a rank for $10 or so, you'll be able to buy into the $1 packages and whatnot, which will be again about 50 hours for $1, roughly. Yeah. So we're also talking about some of the other things, like basically having a little bit of a faction system going on. Nothing like the factions plugin, just having a little bit of fun with different titles and ranks, since ranks can no longer be paid for with real money. Basically, Mojang's biggest thing is nothing that gives any kind of edge over a non-playing player is what they want. Yeah, so we are going to be having to take all that out. We're still probably going to have some soft currency floating around, possibly two types depending on whether or not we put you've been asking for. Jobs might be a plugin that we'll put in. If we do that, we'll probably put in currency and possibly an outer game currency as well. We still haven't added any more blocks. Working with how the we've been having a lot of trouble figuring out exactly what to do with the EULA changes that they've been talking about. And since we've got all that taken care of now and talked about that, we should be able to implement it by August 1st, which is their deadline. So these updates might get a little shorter as we rush towards getting that set up. And yeah. And I would like to thank Havoc Storm for letting me showcase his build as I walk around and talk about this week. He's been one of our longest players with the server. Glad to have him. Yeah. Hopefully we'll have everything sorted by the by the 1st, get it all going, and yeah, basically anyone new to the server or builder at that point will have 100 hours. After the 100 hours, you'll have to be buying the hours in chunks. I believe the first chunk will be $10. Once you buy into the $10 chunk, you'll be able to spend something like $1 for 50 hours and just top it off as you go along. And that's going to be it for now. Yeah, and hope to see you on the server.